This video demonstrates key considerations when connecting the Renesas Flash Programmer to RL78 devices. You can connect the Renesas Flash Programmer to RL78 devices using the E2 emulator, E2 emulator Lite, or a serial interface. Here is an overview of this video. First, we will introduce the procedures for connecting and disconnecting the host PC and an RL78 device with an emulator. Next, we will provide details on connecting with an emulator. Finally, we will provide details on connecting with a COM port. First, we will present the procedure for connecting the host PC to an RL78 device using an emulator. Connect the emulator's user interface cable to the target board that houses the RL78 device, ensuring the correct connector orientation. Connect the emulator to the host PC with a USB cable. Power on the target board. To disconnect the device, reverse the connection steps. When disconnecting the user interface cable from the target board, hold both ends of the connector and gently remove it as demonstrated in the video. Next, we will cover important considerations for connecting with an emulator. The 20-pin/14-pin conversion adapter is required for programming via the E2 emulator. Set the adapter switch to the RL78 position. When using the emulator, the tool 0 pin is used to send and receive data to and from the target device. If the RL78 device lacks an additional power supply, such as eVDD, make sure to connect VDD. Note that the reset circuit configuration differs when debugging. For details, please refer to the E2 emulator, E2 emulator Lite additional document for user's manual, notes on connection of RL78 devices. Finally, we will review important considerations for connecting with a COM port. The connection via a COM port uses the tool TXD and tool RXD pins to send and receive data to and from the target device. Since mode entry is performed using tool 0, tool 0 must be connected to the tool RXD pin via a resistor. If the RL78 device lacks an additional power supply, such as eVDD, make sure to connect VDD. In addition, the Renesas Flash Programmer can control the reset signal of RL78 devices with the RTS or DTR pin. The output from the RTS or DTR pin can be enabled or disabled by selecting or deselecting the checkbox, respectively. The invert option can invert each signal likewise. The tool detail screen shows the default setting, which should be used when following the recommended connection circuit. For details on recommended connection examples with the use of the E2 emulator or E2 emulator Lite, please refer to the E2 emulator Lite additional document for user's manual, notes on connection of RL78 devices. For details on recommended connection examples with the use of a COM port, please refer to the PGFP6, Renesas Flash Programmer additional document for user's manual, recommended circuits for connecting the Flash Programmer, or the RL78 debugging functions using serial port application notes. For more information about the Renesas Flash Programmer, visit renesas.com/RFP.